Hey guys, how's it hanging, everybody? This is StormPow, and I don't particularly enjoy making these types of videos here. But I do feel like it is, I don't know why I did this with my arms. Is that maybe the most dysfunctional way you've ever seen somebody take a pair of headphones off? Anyway, I promise I'm a functioning adult, but anyway, I really felt the need to make a quick video talking a little bit about the Dragon Ball Legends community right now. I do want to preface in this video that I am normally a very, very, very positive person when it comes to this game. I love Dragon Ball Legends, and I don't mean for this to come off as like me just griping and me hating on the game, because I still love the game and I still have a lot of fun with it. But I do feel like part of my role as a YouTuber is to be blunt about the game and to talk about things when I feel like it's not right. So basically, this all started around February the 3rd. I'm going to read you guys this update that they posted on the game. They removed Energy Tank from bonus battle victory rewards and increased the amount of rewards earned per day. So what this affected were the bonus battle missions. You know, if you go into the events tab and you take a look at things where you can like farm for souls. If you're soul boosting, you can farm for Zenny, you can farm for EXP even on your units. And when you used to do those, you could use skip tickets, and well, you can still do that part. You could use skip tickets and you could do them as many times as you wanted to farm that respective item. And that is still valid. However, what they've done is they have removed the ability to get energy while doing that. At first, admittedly, when this was announced and there was all this uproar, the community was just so outraged. I was reading these so hateful, angry things on Twitter and on the subreddit. I didn't really completely understand it because I don't think I had really like taken a look at the full grasp of what was going on. I was like, man, this sucks, but you know, yeah, realistically, when am I ever going to play the game that much? Like, I don't need hundreds and hundreds of you know, battles a day. I am a grown-ass man with a job and everything. Like, I don't need that much time to play the game. But then I immediately got on and I thought about how I had been farming on a lot of the other events. Like, I was trying to get, you know, my blue Android 21 Zenkai, so I was going through the event and I was dumping a few hundred skip tickets and therefore a few hundred pieces of energy into that at a time. And you know, when they had the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Goku event come back out, I went through that because I wasn't around when he first dropped. So anyway, I'm dropping hundreds and hundreds of energy into that. And the only way that I was able to build up that much energy is from doing those bonus battles when I was farming for souls. And so I immediately got to thinking, wow, yeah, the problem is not so much just not having the energy to play like the base game and to play the story mode. It's more so all these events that are going on and that go on pretty regularly that, you know, are advertised as like free events. Hey, there's a free Zenkai where you can go, like the blue Android 21. You know, you don't have to summon. In fact, you can't even summon for her awakening Z power. The only way to get her Zenkai awakened is to go through the event and, you know, use skip tickets. Those were the free Zenkais. And still there are other ways to get energy, but that was the main way to really farm energy and get it in bulk. And it was mutually beneficial because you were also getting souls or Zenny or EXP or other very useful things. And so overall, that mechanism made the game a lot easier to play for long periods of time, which that has always been one of my favorite things about Dragon Ball Legends. You know, a lot of mobile games, you can only play them for like 30 minutes at a time, and then all of a sudden it's, hey man, you're done for the day, you've done everything you can, unless you want to give us like $5, then you can't play anymore today. But I always loved that Dragon Ball Legends was actually a mobile game that I could sit down and I could play for pretty much as long as I wanted to in one sitting. And of course, PvP does not use energy, so that's always cool. You can technically play PvP for as long as you want, but in order to actually do these things to make your team better, which you're going to want to do if you're playing in PvP, then you're going to run out of energy pretty quick and not have really great ways to get it back. But of course, fret not. You can buy energy and skip tickets and things like that within the in-game shop using real life money, which, you know, has always been an option for people who want to go crazy, but I've never ever felt the need to wail out and buy energy or skip tickets or anything like that. You know, I've only ever spent real life money on chrono crystals, which are what you use to summon new units in the game. With all this backlash, Dragon Ball Legends, I'm going to pull it up actually here on Twitter. They made a tweet here very recently, and they talked about this. I want to break it down real quick for you and give you guys my thoughts, because I was very surprised at the community's reaction to this. So they, of course, were responding to the backlash, and they said that the reason for this adjustment actually had to do with the guild ranking system. They said that basically the guild ranking system was being abused because people were, using too much energy, I guess. Because for those of you who don't know, basically the guild points, there's a rating that will affect your guild's overall ranking, and it is the active ranking, and that's based on how much energy is actually used within your guild. And so their argument was that people were abusing that system, getting too much energy from those events and, therefore using that energy, and that was why they cut off that main source of energy. And I just don't buy that, like, for a moment. Now, I will say, I do think that this is somewhat intentional because, they have announced that we are going to be getting a new game mode here in the spring. And I think that it's probably going to be somewhat tied to guilds. They said that it was going to be, almost kind of like arcade style is what I understood, where you could like rank yourself against other players. So I'm thinking it's going to be probably PvE, and it's going to be guild related. And this may have been something that they were doing to prepare that and to kind of refine the guild ranking system. Because honestly, guild ranking and guild rating is not something that is a huge focus in the community or in the meta right now. I know that there's little niche areas of the community, people who really care about it. But, honestly, the main thing is like your PvP ranking. So I think maybe they are doing this to kind of clean up that system and make sure that it's ready to go for when they launch the new event. I feel that, and I could totally see that being legitimate. However, I don't understand why they didn't just change the active rating part of the guild. Because like I said, guild rating is not like an ancient archaic system that we as the community hold so sacred and dear to our hearts. And if you alter it in any way, there will be backlash. They could totally change how the active rating works, and I don't think anybody at all would be upset about it. They could maybe even just make it like the teams with the most variety in how they're using their energy. Something like that, just to make sure that you're not just getting your guild rating really high up just by, going and doing bonus battles to get energy and then skip ticketing like 100 at a time back and forth all day long and just using up, thousands and thousands of energy all day. Because I get it. You don't want that to be manipulated or exploited. That's totally cool. But there were just so many other very viable solutions. And I'm no game developer. So you guys are. And I'm sure you could have come up with a way better solution than that, what I came up with. And I know that they could. And I feel like they chose not to. And because of that, this to me feels like just an obvious way of like, hey, nobody's really buying energy with their real life money because there's not really like a huge need to in most cases. So we're going to just cut that supply out and make it to where more people need to spend real life money on energy. But no, StormPow, no, they're giving us a way to get energy. All right, look, I'll get to that part. So they did say that the course of action, they are basically now introducing another Let's Fight battle. They're gonna have a third one, and right now there's only two. You can do each of them once a day, and now you're gonna get energy from those. So for the battle 1, you're going to get 5 energy. For the battle 2, you're going to get another 5 energy. And for the new battle 3 that they're going to introduce very soon, you're going to get 10 energy. Now, I am no mathematician here, but that is only 20 energy a day from these. And so, because may I remind you, you can only do each of those battles once a day. So again, I think if the problem was just the guild rankings system being manipulated, then we would be getting more than 20 energy from these Let's Fight battles. The thing is, they're trying to make us have less energy. And I understand that, the game is not my friend, and that Namco is a business. They got to make money. I totally understand that. But to me, I have felt already plenty of need to spend real life money just on the summons because, to me, the incentive to spend money has always been there. And it's when you introduce units like LFs with a pretty low drop rate where you may want to spend real life money just to summon it once, let alone if you want to get it extra Z power and you want to get it, even stronger. I know there's exceptions to that, but for the most part, you see a guy who has a bunch of new LFs at like 7 stars, dude's probably spending money on the game, which is totally cool, but that's the incentive to spend money. So anyway, I have just been so surprised because when I go on Twitter and I go on Reddit and I go and watch YouTube videos of other people talking about this, they're all like very, very happy about this. And I get it. I get it. This is a step in the right direction. I don't mean to be a negative Nancy because I don't like being like that. You know, I try to be very positive about the game, but I just, I, but like people are acting like this just made everything right and then better than it was ever before. And that's just not the case. Like this to me it seems to be their attitude going forward that, you know, they now want energy to be something that your average Joe is going to need to purchase because it's not going to be very easy to get, which again would be fine except for the fact that they had always been introducing these, you know, free Zenkais and they're only free because you need to use hundreds and hundreds of energy to get them Zenkai'd. So now it just has me wondering like what's the situation with those? Are we not getting any like free Zenkais anymore, or is there some other system that's going to be coming into place to give us more energy? I don't know. I just don't buy the whole this was to prevent manipulation of the guild ranking system. I just don't buy that for a second. I think there if that was the case, there were so many other resolutions that they could have had. But these are all my thoughts. I do want to know what you guys think again down in the comments below. Be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about the game as a whole. What do you think about this situation? What are some suggestions that you would like to see come out of the game? Let me know. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're not already. I would really appreciate that. We're currently working towards 2,000 subs, so anything you could do to help out with that would be great. But for now, I would like to thank you all for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and goodbye.